This portion of the news is brought to you by Sun Oil Limited, fueling growth for people.
Welcome back to the Bahamas Tonight Weekend. Officials of the billion-dollar Bahama Resort in Cable Beach announcing its senior luxury hotel operating executives today. Luis Fernandez is the newly appointed general manager of the ultra-luxury Rosewood at Bahamar. Fernandez most recently served as chief operating officer for Longevity Wellness Worldwide in Portugal. Grand Hyatt at Bahamar will be led by Greg Saunders. Hyatt Hotels recognized Saunders as general manager of the year in 2012. Grand Hyatt at Bahamar has already booked its first convention groups 17 months before the resort is scheduled to open in December 2014. Kate Farmer has been named the general manager of Mondrian at Bahamar, Morgan's Hotel Group's boutique lifestyle hotel. Farmer has almost 2 decades of experience in the hospitality industry with well-known global hotel companies. Bahamar President Tom Dunlap indicated these individuals are a perfect fit with the Bahamar brand and will be critical to shaping a world-class guest experience, not only at their respective hotels, but also across the entire resort. Bahamar officials recently posted more than 50 job openings in a strong move to ramp up its recruitment efforts. A new group of Bahamians can now add icon to their name. These individuals are now winners of the first annual Bahamian Icon Awards. Family and friends and supporters filled the Sheraton Nassau Beach Resort's Independence Ballroom to watch last night's event. Araltavis Munnings was among them.
Awarding excellence at its best was the primary goal of the Bahamian Icon Awards. Under the patronage of their excellencies, Sir Arthur and Lady Folks, the Sheraton Resort's ballroom exuded excellence as Bahamians turned out to witness this historic event, recognizing the best in our society. An icon is defined as a person or thing regarded as a symbol or a belief, nation, community, or cultural movement. And organizers of this year's event portrayed what it means to be an icon.
I think that the Bahamian Icon Award will begin the conversation of how do we define those in our communities that are great.
Happy birthday to you. Say happy birthday, dear Bahamas. Happy
Just to be nominated, it means that what you do is recognized and appreciated by the people you do it for, who are the public. And if you needed any kind of validation, this is certainly it.
Most of the winners we spoke with say they have to get comfortable with attaching icon to their names.
Those of us who in sports give our time to do coaching, we usually just do it, and because we love it, we don't look for anything in return.
And as we celebrate 40 years of independence, this is truly representative of the accomplishments of what Bahamians can do. And I hope it serves as a role model to the thousands of Bahamians who will benefit from the future of tourism in the Bahamas.
And I have to keep on doing what I'm doing to encourage more young people to follow my footsteps and to achieve some of the success that I have achieved.
Due to the favorable response to the first annual Bahamian Icon Awards, organizers say next year will be even bigger and better. Araltavis Munnings, ZNS Network News.
Thanks, Alto. Hundreds of descendants and residents flocked to the Thompson Lane area yesterday to celebrate the second annual Heritage Festival. A few young people who live in the area participated in a special ceremony to commemorate the occasion and to celebrate the country's 40th independence. PACE Administrator Jackie Knowles grew up in the Thompson Lane area and believes the festival is just one way to not only reflect on the rich history, but to assemble residents together in community spirit.
I think it's useful too to bring us together, because at the same time the younger children will see some of the older persons who grew up in the community as role model, and we have in this community highlighted some of the matriarchs and patriarchs of this community, and I will spend time talking to some of the young girls especially about promiscuous behavior, because that's my ministry, and I think this is an event that we could reap lots of benefits from.
Former resident Ruth Williams also explained the importance of giving back to the community her navel string was buried in.
For me, it's coming back home. Trampoline is the neighborhood where I guess we say my navel string was buried. And back in the day, we were all one family. All the mothers, the grandmothers, the aunts and uncles looked out for the children. The community now has grown deep and wide, but I'm one of those persons who always come by and say hello to Miss Carter, hello to Auntie, as we call her, Miss Artist Taylor, just to let them know that maybe I've moved away, but I haven't forgotten from whence I've came.
And from the Family Islands, the island of Eleuthera is well known as the island of festivals. With that in mind, the community of Spanish Wells will host their fishing festival this coming weekend. Our Julian Gibson tells us a big party will take place on that island.
Fisherman's Festival will take place starting on the 19th of this month. Organizers say they are all ready to go.
We've been at this since January of this year, and so far so good. We've Bohingi's on board, Burns House is on board with us, so things are moving along quite well.
And what will the festival have this year?
We have a bouncy castle. We have several stalls with all the native foods that we have here in Spanish Wells. We're going to have a little touch pond for the kids to go and to see, like a starfish or a sea egg. We hope to find a few little small fish to put in there for them to go and sit and touch. Cotton candy, ice cream.
What about entertainment this year? Who are some of the top entertainers you got coming in?
On Friday night, we have Tropical Breeze from Exuma, along with Veronica Bishop. And on Saturday night, we have Gino D coming to join us.
Now, the Fisherman's Fest in Spanish Wells is all about showcasing the culture of that community.
The first year was just a pretty good party. We had people from off come now, so Abaco, even from the U.S. So it's growing, and it's a lot more work. We are trying to incorporate as much of the seafood that we eat ourselves and catch and sell. You probably won't see as much of the crawfish, unfortunately, because we're just coming up to the season. So I'm not sure we'll have too many lobster dishes, but conch, fish, you name it, stew, pretty much anything else.
Reporting for the ZNS News Network, I am Julian Gibson.
And that will end this portion of the news. Stay tuned, though. Julian Gibson is up next with sports.